You have a toddler between 2 to 5, and you want to introduce sex education to the child. There are some topics you can come up with. I'm going to give you few examples of such topics. Few. This list is not exhausted. Now let's take a few samples. First, start by building on their body parts. You know, at this age in their schools, they are taught their body parts. And so when you start teaching them their body parts, calling the appropriate name, it will be good. And most especially when you come to the private body parts, please don't use the nickname that is um, prevalent in your area. Use the biological name for these body parts. Don't paint it. Call it by its name. Let them know the proper name to use for such body parts. Okay? Now, after that, you see that the child gets used to his or her body parts. And when somebody wants to touch somebody part, the child will be able to communicate to you which body part was touched, because the child knows already the different body parts he or she possesses. So the child can communicate. This is what happened. This is the body part that was touched that I did not like. And you'll be able to take it from there. Then, secondly, body ownership and personal boundary. Let the child know that the body is yours and you have to dignify your body. And you will let other people know that they have to dignify your body. Don't give anybody the room to demean your body, to touch it inappropriately. No. Let them know that since their body belongs to them, nobody to touch their private parts unless on certain circumstances. You visit a hospital, the doctor wants to examine you, your parents, your guardian, your caregiver want to give you a bath, a well-trusted adult that is close to you wants to give you a bath, something is wrong and somebody wants to check what is wrong, and the person must take permission from you as a child and give you an explanation of what they want to do. That way the child already knows his or her right about her body. So let them know that they have ownership of their body, and that set them in for consent and boundary setting. So as you go further, we will still meet boundary setting and consent for preteen and for teenagers. But how you're going to explain it is what matters. How you're going to go all in is what matters. Okay? Then, private versus public body parts. Now, the child already knows his or her body parts. Now, you are going to differentiate between the private body parts and the public body parts. And you are going to tell the child what are the uses of the private body parts and the public body parts. Why are some body parts called private and why are some body parts called private? You can try and use the clothing a child wears. Why do you cover so and so area and these other areas are open? You can use that to teach a child private and public body parts. We are looking at toddlers between the ages of 2 to 5 while introducing sex education to the child. Then we have good versus bad touch. Okay, and so you let the child know that somebody touch you this way, somebody touch you that way is a proper touch. Somebody touch you this other way and somebody touch you this other way is a wrong touch. Okay. Somebody kiss you without your consent. Somebody touch your private part without your consent. Okay. Somebody hug you in a way that you don't like without your consent. That it's a bad touch. Somebody shake you. Somebody give you a pat at the back. Somebody give you a tender hug. It's a good touch. So let the child know between a good touch and a bad touch. All right. Now, you go further to tell the child that there are people you can trust. There are people you can run to in times of crisis. There are people you can run to when something goes wrong. There are people you can run to if somebody touches you in a way you don't like. You talk about the teachers, you talk about the counselors, You talk about you as a parent or as a caregiver or any well-meaning adult. So at this time, you're going to teach the child trust, and make sure that when you are teaching the child trust, people you tell the child to trust, you should be able to investigate whether these people are well trusted. So before you hand over your child, or before you hand over the person under your care to trust somebody, know that that person should be trusted, so that you don't hand them over to those who are going to hurt or harm them. All right, so I have the last one I want to talk about in this video, that has to do with no secret. Let the child know that no secrets. You are his or her trusted friend. And so whatever happens, either in school, in the neighborhood, within the home, that looks like inappropriate touch, the child should be able to communicate his or her feelings to you. So let the child know that there should not be secret, because this keeping of secret have actually make some children to be silent. Whoever tells you that if you tell what I'm doing to you to somebody, something is going to happen to you, prepare the child in advance and nothing will happen. Tell, speak out, so the child will be able to speak out and know that, yes, I have somebody who will back me. No matter how they want to silence them, let them know that they should not be allowed to be silent. All right. So these are some few things you can teach to toddlers that can appear in a toddler's curriculum, and you can build on as a caregiver, as a counselor, or as a well-meaning adult. All right. We'll talk about our preteens, our teenagers, and the rest of them. Come with us on this journey as we unfold the different aspects of sex education.